one. In any case, I'm trying to lure him into it. Don't think it's gonna work. Tekken to tier 4 right now. Yep, just got tier 3 up, so tier 4 will be coming soon. And I am harassing the victory points. Looks like I'm gonna decap that one and then get the heck out of there. Not many use of abilities right now, mostly because of course Armor is a late game company, and my main early game ability, Inspired Zeal, I always forget to use, even though I've invested probably 8, maybe 9 improvement points in it right now. It's always something I forget to use, so remember that. Always use the army items, the commander abilities you have, because if you don't, you're just wasting. And I'm gonna manage to suppress this guy. He's gonna be forced to retreat pretty quickly. I got the bulk of my forces heading in, so I'm gonna send one of those. Ooh. See the OP up top, which I saw him build earlier, and that's another reason I want to go for tier 4 right now, because I'm pretty sure he's gonna be looking to get something out of the tank depot as soon as he can. My sniper doing a great job of shooting that jeep. Isn't going to do anything. I'm going to jump in that building with my Shrek Grens just to give him a bit more protection against all these rifle squads and this jeep. I'm also going to send my MG into that building just because he has so much stuff around there. As I finally am getting tier 4 up, I'm gonna try to lure the jeep over the mine again. Don't think it's gonna work. And I now see my opponent has a sniper, so I'm gonna quickly cloak that thing, get behind some green cover, point it in the direction of the enemy sniper, and hopefully get a counter snipe off. Of course, I kind of ruined it by revealing my sniper so early. He probably won't be shooting it, and yay, pack. One shot, and he takes out my mine as well. That was unfortunate. I popped health packs on this MG team before they hopped in the building, just to give them a bit more survivability against that assault. You can say they did lose one man, but that was before they got in the building. Gonna recap the fuel now. Perhaps try to cut him off and get an OP of my own just to even out the tech a little bit. Hopefully give me enough fuel for tier 4 and for Panthers, because I know I'm gonna need Panthers. Still holding fire with my sniper, gonna hopefully persuade him into shooting the MG so I can take a shot. And you see Inspired Zeal finally going off, help me out against these engineers. And this sniper did shoot at my MG. Of course, it was on the wrong side of the building, and my sniper was blocked, so just decided to get out of there. Save the MG, it isn't worth it. As the bulk of his forces coming up through the middle, he's managed to regain a little bit of map control. Map control almost exactly 50-50. In fact, it might be 50-50 right now, with the exception of the fuel point that I'm harassing right here. I'm gonna hope he shoots that Volk squad with one of his snipers so I can pick one off. Of course, it isn't really gonna work as planned because his sniper takes out mine on the retreat. So now I realize, oh man, he has 2 snipers. That is an indication definitely that he's gonna be going tier 4 and that I'm gonna need not a Panther yet, because 2 snipers is a very, very hefty manpower investment. 680 manpower, which is a lot mid-game, especially considering he hasn't exactly been winning every single infantry engagement. So he's been spending a lot on reinforcing as well. This is gonna delay his tech a lot, because the most valuable resource in this game is manpower. If you don't have manpower, you can't do anything in this game. That's one thing. Oh, mine goes off, kills 2 guys. One thing that is kind of the earlier you figure that out, the better. early game manpower drain. If you can kill off a squad, you're in an excellent position. If you can cause manpower damage, you're in an even greater position, because it just takes so much time to reinforce squads and to wait around in your base, especially for Americans with their 6-man squad sizes, to wait around in the base for your squads to be reinforced. Another sniper going off, 2 snipers shooting in the middle. I'm going to... Okay, what I'm thinking right now, I pop Inspired Zeal. I know he had an AT gun back here near his strap point. I'm hoping he hasn't moved it. He hasn't, so I'm going to Firestorm the AT guns. And it was my hope to get the snipers caught in there. Of course, very low health. I don't think they're going to get caught. I do manage to take out the AT gun crew right now. And what I'm going to do while my Volksgrenadiers, just going to back away from the shells at first, my Volksgrenadiers are going to capture the point. My rifles, or not my rifles, I'm sorry, my Shreks, I use attack move on the AT gun. This causes them to target the gun itself and to shoot the gun itself, and in doing this I'm going to prevent him from recrewing it and force him to spend another 280 manpower if he wants another AT gun. Of course, I'm doing something pretty stupid right now. I'm moving my Panzer IV in the middle of his base. I just forced a pretty big retreat, so I know he has a lot of rifle squads in there. And I gave him fair warning by walking right past a few strap points he owned, the munitions point, and the strap point before it was decapped. And let's see, I'm just running away at this point. Should really run back, run into the middle, of course, but I hit a mine. So I'm immobilized. The rifle blob is charging, which means they probably have stickies. Excuse me. Probably have stickies, so I'm just gonna lose this Panzer IV. Thought about forced retreating him, but figured it wasn't worth it, and it really wasn't worth it. So Panzer IV gets killed pretty early on without much benefit. Of course, I am floating a lot of manpower right now, so I might be getting an Ostwind. I might also be getting a sniper to try and take out some of his snipers. And nice of him to get completely caught by my MG right there. Finally using Inspired Zeal a bit more. I'm going to charge his snipers right now. He's probably going to retreat fairly early. Yep, both snipers retreat. I'm going to try to chase down that AT gun right now. Probably won't get it though, since I was a little far behind, and he's just going to run that straight to his base. However, I am going to try to take out this observation point as I queue up an Ostwind. I'm going to try to take out this OP, just harass him a little bit. Hit the economy some. The OP is already down to about 2/3 health. Recaptured almost all of the right hand side right now. Going to the left to push off that lone engineer squad. Getting another pack because I'm expecting tanks very soon. He's had this OP for a while. He's also had the +5 fuel point to the left of it. And he's sniping me, so I'm going to run out of there. And I believe he's probably going to take another shot on this guy. Yep, snipes another one of these guys, so I'm just going to head back, capture the point back there. Hopefully he doesn't follow me with that sniper and finish off the squad. We'll see. Hopefully he'll send it into the middle as I capture this topmost point, or this leftmost point, and lay some wire in that entrance. That's a great place to lay wire because it forces your opponent to take the long way around, especially if they don't have vehicles to break down that wooden fence. And a shot on my squad on top. Another shot, but I had retreated in time. Very lucky there. And he managed to nicely miss me. I also missed my tech early on. I believe I have, yep, Vet 1 infantry. I probably have Vet 1 tanks as well. Vet 1 tanks, the most cost-effective upgrade in the game, provides a lot of survivability. It's something like, it's either a crazy received damage bonus or received accuracy bonus. And right now you see my computer screaming at me because it isn't good enough to handle me backing up vehicles and recording in fraps at the same time. That'll happen a few more times throughout the game. It's a little annoying, but nothing too bad. Not much going on right now. Just trying to macro up on my part, waiting. You see I almost have the fuel for a Panther, so I'm going to be waiting for the manpower for a Panther. Going to take about like 2, maybe 3 minutes for that. MG in this building was a bad idea because you can see there's a blind spot right on that side. So, of course, being dumb of him not being too smart, he jumped in the building with the blind spot. So I decide, hey, I'm just gonna sit in the blind spot, hit your guy. AT gun appears right there, so I'm gonna Firestorm it right away. Firestorm, a great ability against AT guns. Very hard to difficult to dodge, sorry. You have to get very, very lucky and move your AT gun right away and then hope to heck it doesn't get hit by a squad and slow it down, because when it gets hit by a squad, or hit by a shell, sorry, not a squad, hit by a shell, it has to stop because the third squad member has to jump on the gun. A little bit of CPU lag again right here. Me reversing. I'm gonna get my infantry to move in. My pack should be moving in right now. My Austrian is just gonna try to run away. It probably won't make it. The 1, maybe 2 more shots from the Sherman's gonna take it out. My sniper just sitting right here that I just built. Hopefully gonna catch one of my opponent's snipers, which is what I'm planning on doing. And my opponent, understanding the importance